My mother's blood pressure dropped to 40. But you know what I say to that? Praise is what I do.
HDChurch, Tallahassee, where the people are great. We're going to speak it and speak it and speak it and speak it and speak it. Hallelujah. And I want to thank you all for joining me in She's Good, the She's Good Empowerment Experience. This weekend has truly blown my mind. When I say miracles came, I had a testimony yesterday. Man of God was sitting back here, was a pastor. He was sitting back in the back, and I don't know what he was going through, but yesterday he sent me a message. He said I was supposed to be there because I received my miracle today. walked just like Mary. And he says, you know what? He says, I received a miracle today. I didn't ask no questions. I didn't ask what it was because I don't need to know. If you got your miracle, that's all that counts. Amen. And some of you today, you are about to receive your miracle right here in this service. Right here in this service. This has been a labor of love for me and for everyone who's helped out the team. Sam, Stephanie, Candace, everybody here that played a part in any way. If you purchased a t-shirt, thank you. Yes. Just by you being here has blessed us. Because God showed me something. When you take your hands out of it and when you stop trying to figure it all out, then I can do it. And so this one I said, okay, God, you can do it. Release it. So that's what he did. And so I thank God for the panel yesterday. Give them a hand. Pastor JJ and my husband and people still talking about y'all. Girl, I'm telling you, your phone about to blow up. My husband showed out. He showed out. But so many were like, we need this again. I still have questions. We didn't have enough time. But I believe God gonna do it again. Soon. Amen. All of our vendors want to thank all of our vendors. Everyone who just played a part. I just want to say thank you. And my husband says he ready.
But this is no infomercial right here, ladies. I don't know who the men are in your life. I don't know who they are. But just keep your eyes and ears open. Because we want to make him good. He's good. She's good. But he has to be good as well. It's not enough for a woman to be loose and the man not be loose. We need everybody free. So just keep your eyes and ears open. It's coming. Sooner than you can imagine. Hallelujah. Amen.
I love it. We ready?
Ready?
Yes.
Listen. When we stand here and y'all clap for us, you know, we kind of get really like, oh. The woman said yesterday, all that false humility, it's time for, you got to have boldness in who God called you to be and what he called you to do. And see, what I've learned is this. Jesus said, I gave gifts unto men. I think sometimes we misunderstand what that truly means. The gift is the apostle, the prophet, the evangelist, the pastor, and the teacher. The individual is a gift to us. Why? For the equipping of the saints for the work of ministry. So when the woman of God comes, put your hands together and give God a hand clap of praise for the gift that Jesus Christ has given us today. I present to some and I introduce to others. Dr. Connie.
I want to introduce my coach.
I bet she our coach.
Yeah, our coach said. But my husband already introduced her. And really, yesterday, to HD, she need no introduction.
Amen.
Every time she come, I'm telling you, miracles happen. Every time. And so today, I think it's going to be even more than that. But this woman of God is a mother. Oh, I said, what? I don't know what's going on, but hey, he's good. pastors one of the most amazing churches in Houston, Believers Empowerment Center over in Houston, Texas. I mean, some amazing people, and all of them are empowered. People don't just sit down around her at the church. They don't just sit there. They can't. Because you're supposed to be doing something. But she's my coach. She's my friend. And she's the woman of God that I know. And you can't say this all the time about everybody. But I know she's good. I know she's pure. And she has a heart after God's people. So, as she get ready to come forward, we're going to ask y'all again to go ahead and give her another round of applause. Give God praise for his vessel, his woman of God. Come on. Hallelujah. think about what God already is. All right. And so you got to recognize and understand what God is doing for you today. I can't be here tomorrow. I can't worry about what happened yesterday, because some of us are crying over spilled milk when you got a gallon in the refrigerator. Trying to figure out why I'm still crying. You got a whole gallon in the refrigerator. Ain't no problem. They just don't get what's left. So in an hour now that God is doing something for us supernaturally, He's moving by His Spirit. There's a divine shift, but He told me this. He says, if I'm going to shift your life, I got to disrupt your atmosphere. Most of us want to shift, but we don't want the disruption. We want to keep doing what we've always done and think God's going to give us something new. He says, you got to let me disrupt the normal. So that's where the detour comes, the delay, the distraction. It comes because He says, I got to bring about a disruption, because if I allow the same thing to keep happening, you'll keep doing the same thing. Wow. Every time, Apostle, I needed a building. When I was looking for a church building all throughout, because I consider myself a creature of habit. I don't say it anymore because the creature of habit says I don't allow myself to be a creature of heaven. If I'm a creature of heaven, I refuse to be a creature of heaven. And a creature of heaven knows how to follow the leading of the Holy Ghost. And so there are times that I would be on the highway, because I go the same way all the time. I'll be on the highway only to realize that there's backed up traffic and it's going to cause a delay. So I have to choose to make a detour. And when I make the detour, I see a building that I never saw. And I'm driving, I say, that looks like something I can work with. That looks like something. Now the reality is, has the building always been there? The building was always there. I just was not going in the direction of the building. Some stuff you're praying for, it's already manifested, but because you're a creature of habit and not a creature of heaven, you miss it. How can I miss what's in plain sight? So some of us are waiting on a manifestation of something we already standing in. You standing in what you prayed for. You just didn't ask God to make sure He told you what it looked like when He came. See, we got to be careful of the prayers that we pray. We say, Lord, do this, do this. I told myself, I said, I can't wait till my kids become teenagers. Because for some reason, I saw myself in a prairie field with butterflies on my shoulder. It's just going to be sweet and wonderful. Honey, they 17 and 14. I said, wait, I didn't pray for this. He said, yes, you did. He said, yeah, you prayed for it. I said, but it doesn't look like that. He said, you didn't ask me what it was going to look like. So I'm standing there, what I prayed for, I just don't know it because it don't look like what I thought. Some of y'all standing in the midst of breakthrough, but you didn't know that breakthrough was going to be break up. So you got to be careful, because we're praying for stuff, but we don't know the collision that it causes. Come on. So it caused a train wreck. So the reality was there ever a delay on the highway? Did God just stack up cars so I could go another way? Because sometimes He has to disrupt my routine. He has to disrupt my atmosphere to force me to go to the direction that He's leading me. And I'm trying to tell y'all, if you have faith, your feet get ready to walk in the direction of God. Just because it's hard, you can't get out of it. Just because it's difficult, you can't get out of it. I'm going to preach in just a second, but I'm trying to help you, because this is the hour that we're trying to jump out where God put us in, because we think the devil did. You keep calling it the devil. The devil did. Can I suggest to you that it's the Lord's doing? If it don't kill you and it make you better, it's the Lord. The Bible says the more they were afflicted, the more they grew. He said, as long as the enemy not messing with your purpose, I'm cool with that. And He can afflict. If the trouble gonna grow you, if the trouble gonna make you pray, if the trouble gonna fix your character, then it's me. And so we've got to get to the place that we are comfortable being uncomfortable. Most of us get in trouble because we don't like to be uncomfortable. Let me tell on myself, I'm a window seat girl on that plane. I need a window because I can maybe lay my head and get comfortable. But every now and then I'll buy a flight late, and I'm in trouble because now I'm forced to sit in between. Who likes that? Because the middle was not comfortable. And so I'm forced to sit in the middle, and then I get frustrated because that means because I bought it late, that means I'm probably in group number 8 or 9. That means everybody get on the plane before me. And so then I already know that the people that I need to sit in between already sitting down, so this is not going to be good. So I get on the plane only to realize, excuse me, it's me. And you can see how they both looking at you like, Oh, yeah, okay. And I'm like, I just need to get in. And then I got a whole bunch of stuff I got to get in with. Because, I don't travel light. I got my purse, I got my bag, And so I just get on in there. They don't want me to, but I get on in there. They don't like it, but I get on in there. And then I'm feeling bad because I know that I'm making them uncomfortable because I'm uncomfortable. And then I start to think about it, though. I said, no, wait a minute. I paid a price for my seat. I started thinking, I said, I know she didn't get at me as a corner of her eyes, but I paid a price, and my price was probably higher than hers because I paid later. I realized later that I needed to get somewhere. I realized late, and I know they upset, but I just made up my mind since I paid the price, I'm going to get comfortable and make God happy. And so I had the nerve to get settled in between them. And then they really upset because then I bend down. I had a nerve to bend down and get my blanket out my leg. Because I'm going to be comfortable. They side-eyed me. But see, that's the problem. You so busy worried about the folk on the side of you. You don't even realize they need care price. They on the bloody bag. You don't even realize they ain't paying the price. Somebody thought they paid. Oh, it's a whole other thing when it costs you. It's a whole other thing you have to cry for your seat. It's a whole other thing when you've been lying on for your seat. It's a whole other thing when you made a decision at the last minute to go higher. That means I needed somebody with enough faith to drop me off. Everybody that goes to the airport is not going to catch a flight. Your only anointing is to drop me off. There's some people in your life with an anointing to drop you off. They not bad, but they didn't pay a price. They not bad, but they not a frequent flyer. They're not bad, but the glory of the Lord is on your life. This is an hour. You better get comfortable being uncomfortable. Heaven has a squeeze on your next level. Heaven has a squeeze on your next dimension. Tell your neighbor, I paid a price for this seat. Move over. Move over. Move over. Uh-oh. It's a house. I need you to get comfortable. Being uncomfortable. If you be honest, the only move you ever made is because you had to. The only move you ever made because your back was against the wall. Sometimes we holding on to places, people and things that have expired because you're just too comfortable. But this is the season. If you're going to get the shield, you better disrupt your atmosphere. Baby, I settled for it yesterday, but this is the day. I settled for it last week, but this is the day. I took your mess last month, but this is the day. I cried last year, but this is the day. Lord, I know, sir. There's a divine disturbance. This is the season that God gonna give you a chance to assess your circle. Because I'm of the kind that when they show you who you are, believe it. I know you are the kind that, nah, that's not them. It's not like that. They real sweet. When they show you who they are, you must believe. That's the reality is they don't even know they showed you. God let you see. Last season you made deals with devils. This season you won't. Some of y'all don't realize how close you are to breakthrough. recognize that you talk loosely about it, but if you knew somebody else's life was attached to yours, you would do what God told you to do. And so there's a divine disturbance. So I'll no longer let you be comfortable with mediocrity. I'll no longer let you be comfortable with just getting by when you should be a paymaster for the kingdom. I'll no longer allow you to be comfortable playing down so the folk around you feel all right. I'll no longer let you play at the edge and not jump. I'll no longer allow you to send missed messages that you suited up but you have no plans on playing. Oh, many of us suited up for the game. You look like you want to be in the game, but when I throw the ball, come on, the song say all I do is win, but the only way I can win, my hands got to be up. Your hands down at the wrong season. Your hands down at the wrong time. Every time my hands go up, insecure to win. I'm looking for somebody that'll say, Coach, put me in. I've been practicing. I've been rehearsing. I've learned how to take a hit. I've learned, having done all the saying, to stand. Therefore, anybody been in battle? Anybody been in a fight? The Bible says, iron sharpen iron. So when I hit you, sis, I did it on purpose. I'm preparing you for the hit that the devil gonna hit you with. When the football team practice, it's teammate against teammate. So you're mad at your sister for hitting you. The Bible says, faithful of the wounds of a friend. Because I used to be in the band, that means I used to watch the football practice. I would watch the defensive line, and the coach would say, come on, I need some other people to stand against them. Now they ain't teammates, but they got to act like they got to act like they go in there. Because he said, I need you to practice taking a hit. And you had a nerve to be mad at the one on the side of you. Like y'all not on the same team. I ain't even hit you hard. I'm just preparing you for the hit that's gonna come. Because your yes gonna cost you something. This next level gonna cost you something. Elevation gonna cost you something. Promotion gonna cost you something. You got to learn how to take a hit. You got to learn how to take a licking and keep on ticking. I don't know where all that came from. But I'm a Dr. Nick. I feel the wind of change. I feel the wind of glory. Watch it. The Lord, you know what he just told me? He said there's a door that's getting ready to open for you. And he says the last bit of it just dropped off you today. miracles that flow out of me. As much as I am ministry, as much I am walking place. But the Lord says, I will bring the latter rain and the former rain. Come together at the same time. There's an old-fashioned deliverance anointing that's brewing in your belly. But the Holy Ghost says, I added wisdom and knowledge to that anointing. And there's a fire that shall come from you. The Lord said, embrace this next dimension. You haven't seen it done like this. That's why it's hard. But the Lord says, I prepared a way in the wilderness. I prepared a way in the desert. Be not afraid. Ruma Shakaya. Ruma Tatamasha. Letamasha. All in one at the same time. Oil and wine at the same time. It's not comfortable, but it's glory. It's not comfortable, but it's glory. Embrace the next level. Embrace the next dimension. There's a wind. I'm looking at your hands going like 100 miles an hour. The Lord said you would write it out. I release the anointing of a ready writer. Because I heard the Lord say, books of war. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. I'm looking at a mantle that's falling. I'm looking at a mantle that's coming from heaven down. The Lord said, I know it looked too big, but you're going to grow in it. You're going to grow in it. Sometimes God will give you clothes too big and force you to grow in it. That might not have a cushion. So now clap your hands and bless the name. Come on, you can do better than that. Clap your hands and bless the name. There's a glory. There's a release from heaven down. Reach up and get it. Be refreshed. Be recharged. Be renewed. We honor the presence. Quickly, run to the book of Mark, chapter number 5. Mark chapter number 5. Kata, Robo Glory to God. Ghost. He says, I'm about to light a match across this road. There's a breakthrough. Let's get ready to hit this road. I just got glory in my hand. But the reality is, when you come
Yes, God.
Mark chapter number 5, verse number 25. Very familiar passage. But I believe the Lord wants to speak to us today. I love the theme, she's good. And so that sent me into a look. I want to preach about every woman in the Bible. But I ain't got that kind of time. I want to talk about Eve, but I can't do that. She get a bad rap, but she was the first woman. She was the first mother. She didn't have a book. She didn't have a manual. So she get a bad rap, but anybody had to do something first. Anybody a trailblazer had to go before everybody else did. That don't feel good. So we keep putting the finger in her, but I ain't like have nobody go before me. So sometimes I'm gonna mess up, and my mess up gonna help you. Somebody that'll mess up so you don't have to. See, you might be the mess up so your sister don't have to. Sometimes you got to take one for the team. I want to talk about Eve, but I ain't doing that. I want to talk about Hannah, because nobody knows what it is to be barren. I want to talk about Hannah, but you know, nobody knows what it feels like to be so close to what looked like what you ought to have, but somebody on the side of you have it. Nobody know what it feels like to be full but empty. And to love your husband, but you ain't got nothing to show for him. I want to talk about her because she was still good. She was so good, but what made her bad made her better. Y'all not saying? This thing began to trouble me. I want to talk about so many women of the Bible. I want to talk about Rachel, who had to wait on what was hers because her sister took it first. Somebody who ain't never experienced the second time around is better than the first time. Y'all saying that you had to do it again, do it again. But sometimes the second time around. And at the end of the day, she was good. There was a whole bunch of folk I could have talked about, but I said, no. The woman of God took Mary, so I wasn't going to do that because I could have did Mary because Mary was the one. How can he be the Christ and my son? How can he be the Christ and I still got to put him in time out? I got to go crying in the temple and say, where are you? What you doing? And you whooping, you better come on. How can I put Jesus in time? I raised something that has an anointing that I know not of. Because we ought to, as a parent, we ought to want our children to be better than us. We ought to want our children to be greater than us. Can I release what I have but I never really had? God just more my womb.
Hallelujah.
So I started looking, and I said, but that lady, and then that one, and this one, you know, we got Tamar, who was raped by a brother, and you had this one, and I said, oh, but she was good, because at the end of the day, and no matter what you go through, God got a way. He's got a clause in the Bible that says, and this we know, that all things work together for the good. I'm just trying to say, all things got a funny kind of way of working together for the good. So you're not the first lady, won't be the last. Y'all understand? You're not the first and won't be the last. It don't matter what side of the track you grew up on. It don't matter how much money you got in the bank. It don't matter what school you matriculated. Because some folk full of degrees working at McDonald's. I ain't talking to you, look straight. Sometimes people will count us out because we don't have a degree. Ain't nothing wrong with a degree, I got one. And guess what? I got more anointing than I got the degree. Glory open more doors than that degree will. Lord have mercy. So we got to understand, I'm telling you, this she's good thing that disturbed me. I said, Lord, because there was days I didn't feel good. Because this is the knee-jerk reaction that we give, and most of the time we're lying when we say it, how you doing? I'm good, and you're lying. Because you're really doing bad, but you don't think nobody can handle the bad that's going on with you. So you just say I'm good. You had a good week, I'm good. And all the while you want to say, I really want to tell you the truth. But you don't even realize you're speaking a declaration over your life that I've got to learn how to be good even when it ain't good. There's going to be some seasons, there's going to be some situations, there's going to be some people that's not good, but don't mean I have to get bad just because it ain't good. Some of us get in trouble because just because it went bad, we go bad. Oh Lord, Mark 5:25. And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years, and had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had. That means she not broke though. Because you can't spend what you don't have. And was nothing better, but rather grew worse. When she had heard of Jesus, she came in the press behind and touched his garment. For she said, if I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she had been healed of that plague. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of his body, he turned him about in the press and said, who touched my clothes? And he looked around about to see her that had done this thing. And the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what was done in her, came and fell down before him and told him all the truth. And he said unto her, daughter, thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace and be whole of thy plague. Lord have mercy. Message Bible says in that last verse, it says, Jesus said unto her, daughter, you took a risk of faith. And now you're healed and whole. Live well. Live blessed. Be healed of your plague. I want to talk to you just for a few moments. She's good. Now when we look at this, we recognize and understand not only is this story in Mark, but it's also in Matthew, and it's also in Luke. Now, I can only imagine that this woman, while she was going through what she was going through, had no idea that she would be written in the Bible. Oh, God, she had no idea that her suffering would be penned on paper. But you don't realize sometimes what we're going through, we don't even realize that someday, somehow, what you're going through is going to be penned on paper. I know she couldn't imagine that nobody would be reading her story because she didn't even have a name. The Bible said a certain woman, because there comes a time in our life where the issue starts naming us and we lose our identity. Oh God. Oh, it's one thing to be sick a day. It's one thing to be sick 72 hours. It's a whole other thing to be sick a year, and then another year, and then another year. And so nobody defines you by your name anymore. They say, there go the one with the issue. There go the one, okay, maybe they don't call it an issue. There go the one with all the bad kids. There go the one that always need gas money. You know, they always define you now by your issue. So the Bible says this was a certain woman. Oh, you know how we talk behind closed doors. You don't call them by how they name. You call them by what they dealing with. Y'all don't like that. But there was a certain woman. Now when I look at the word woman, the Bible says that the word woman signified that she was a person with responsibility. So she just wasn't a woman, but I could imagine that she probably had a husband and children. I could imagine that she was probably an entrepreneur. Let's just say she was taking some college courses online. She had some responsibilities. She had some duties. But because of her issue, she had to be separated from what she was called to. The Bible says that she had an issue of blood, rucis, this current or flow, this ongoing problem that's always around. Anybody have an issue? Look like just when you get out of it, here comes another one, and it just keeps going and going and going. You sick of talking about it. You tired of telling people about it, because every time you turn around, you in one trial after the next trial, after the next storm, and after the next test, and it's this issue. Or it's that issue. It might be a light bill issue. Might be a car note issue. Might be a health issue. And it's over and over and over. And you're tired of telling your boss that you can't come in. You're tired of telling your spouse that you don't feel like doing it tonight. You don't want to go to the movies. You don't want to go to the mall. You're tired of not being able to keep the vow to your kids. I said I was going to take you, but I'm too tired to take you. I'm not saying nothing. Because the issue has been ongoing and it has taken over your life. The Bible says it wasn't just an issue, but it was an issue of blood. Leviticus 17:11 says that the life of the creature is in the blood. Oh God, if there's a real issue, it comes in the blood, because what it's saying is that every day I wake up with this issue, it's slowly taking life from me. It's slowly killing me. I started out in January running, but the issue is getting the best of me. And now I'm going to a slow walk. Now I'm barely moving. Now I'm just marking time. Why? Because the issue has gotten the best of me. Leviticus says when you have an issue of blood, you're considered unclean. And so that means you have to be isolated from the population. You have to be quarantined, if you will. Just like this little virus that's going around. When they think you infected. See, some of us, life haven't affected us, it's infected us. Because we have sat around the wrong people. Instead of making us better, they've made us bitter. And so you have to understand that when you are in this situation, you've got to isolate yourself. So some people have counted you out because of isolation, but they didn't understand. I'm only isolated so I don't infect you. I'm in a season of my life that I know I got some stuff going on. I'm in a season, I'm not acting funny. I'm not being bougie, but I'm trying to work out my issue. I'm not tripping on you. I'm not changing, because the moment you pull away, people think you're acting. And some of us, we got to give ourselves 50 feet. Some of us, we get in trouble because people are too close on us. We ain't got room to breathe. People so up on us that we make bad decisions because we couldn't see. Anybody ever made a bad decision because somebody was so close up on you? They pressuring you to do what you know how your business doing. And every now and then you got to tell them, give me 50 feet. I'm in isolation. I need you to back up so I can see you better. I need you to back up so I can think better. I need you to back up so I can pray better. I don't need another issue, so I need to be able to fully see you. Oh, y'all ain't saying that. I tell you, this is the season I can't afford to make a deal with a devil. This is the season, come on here, that I can't miss a divine connection because of the distractions. What is a distraction? It's a dressed up attraction. That's the only way it got your attention. It can't get your attention if you don't look good. It can't get your attention if it's not what you want. So what it is an attraction and a dress up as a disguise to see if it can distract you. That's why you got to know what you're supposed to be doing in this season of your life. I know you can do a whole bunch of stuff, but what should you be doing now? Oh yeah, I bind the spirit of a jack of all trades, master of none. So busy being jack that we can't master. This is the hour that you got to get in your lane when I come to realize there is no traffic in your lane. Honey, if you start and stop it, it's because you're in somebody else's lane. It's always bunch of traffic, and you're going to always have a wreck. And so guess what? Every time you wreck, your insurance just went up. And you keep having to pay more because of the damage you've done. But there is no traffic in your lane. So I got to make sure I get in my lane and stay there. So the Bible says, our God, and she had an issue of blood for 12 years. That's a long time. But you have to understand the significance of 12. 12 is the number of divine government. 12 is the number of divine establishment. And the government shall rest upon his shoulders. He said, anytime you see 12, you know I'm about to establish something. Anytime you see 12, I'm about to lay down a new foundation. Anytime you see the number 12, you better get ready, because upon this foundation, I'm getting ready to build something. He said, for 12 years, she went through this issue. For 12 years, she had this trouble. How long you been in yours? How long have you allowed this issue? Because sometimes, that's why I told you, you can't get so comfortable in this season. Because even with an issue, I'll get comfortable. Even with an issue, I'll make it my norm that I'm just used to going through, so I think I gotta go through. I'm just used to being around people that talk about me, so I settle for folk that talk about me. I'm just used to getting the short end of the stick, so I keep settling for the short end of the stick. Oh, the devil is a liar. Sometimes you got to disrupt your atmosphere. So she starts out like many of us, and she says, let me go to the doctor, because she got money, so she think money will do it. All right. So she goes to the doctor, let me know she had some type of insurance. She goes to the doctor, yeah, Blue Cross Blue Shield, she ain't, you know, Obamacare, some kind of care, Jesus. And the Bible says, but she went to doctor after doctor. She went to physician after physician until she spent all she had. Because sometimes God will let you get to the last of you. He'll let you get to all. You'll spend all you have. You'll spend all your money. You'll spend all your energy. You'll spend all your talent. You'll spend all your time, because you think this is on you. He said, God will let you come to the end of yourself. You're going to pay one last copay, and your insurance going to be out. You're going to use one last dollar until you don't have nothing else. Because most of the time when we're in trouble, if we be honest, God is on the list, but he's way down somewhere. You're going to call mama, you're going to call your aunt, you're going to call your cousin. Because in this time, we don't just like plan A. We got B, C, D, E, F, and G. But it's not going to work till you only got one plan. All right. Because you realize if I have more than one plan, then I'll never give 100% to the plan. So if you always got something to fall back on, you'll never move forward. Right. Some of us stuck now because we got a plan B, C, D. If this don't work out, oh, you done already planned for failure. But when you make up your mind, this is the only plan, guess what? It got to work. I don't have nothing else to go back to. This got to work. Oh, Lord. I'm not even going to go into that. I ain't going into that. I'm about to go into these married folk that hyphen their names. I'm going to say that. Huh? Jones, Stewart, hyphen. What you telling me is that it may not work, and just in case it don't, I still got my name loose here. Honey, when you said I do, honey, you die. You got a plan B. And the two become one flesh, not one hyphen. Because depending on where you are, that's what you allow people to call you. So if I'm around a certain crowd, they call me by my maiden name. I'm around a certain crowd, they call me by my married name. So there's two different, it's two of you there. You've been married 6 months, you haven't changed your bank account yet to your married name. What your ID say? Does it let me know where you live? You got a plan B, C, D, E, F, and G. Oh, that's right, Apostle? Okay. Come on, somebody say this season I got to be all in. She spent all she had. It was nothing better but rather brew roars. Oh God! But then guess what? Why she doing bad? Because I can't follow her because she did something. Most of us were dealing with our issue. We won't do nothing because we waiting on somebody to do something for us. Yes. I'm trying to tell you, whoever you waiting to rescue you, they not coming. Yes. If you want it, you don't have to go get it this season. I'll be sitting there, and I can understand the saying of God that's passing. But when you wasn't saved, you packed a pistol, you packed a knife, you gonna cut somebody's head off. But you get saved, and now you want to be just Millie Mouse. Now you want to be just weak as water. You don't fight a demon, let alone speak to one. All right. She had already went through all of her plans, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and finally she hears. Because even though I got an issue, I still got an ear. Oh God, and I don't care how bad you go down, I don't care how low you go down, you got to always keep your ear open. I might can't see that, but I can show him something. The Bible said that she heard of Jesus and she came in behind the press. She made up in her mind, listen, I know I'm in isolation, I know I'm unclean. You know how you go with all the odds stacked against you. I know I'm not supposed to. I know people going to look at me funny. I know they're going to talk about me because everybody knows my condition. All right, come on. But at some point, you got to get sick and tired of being sick and tired. At some point, you got to realize that I deserve it just like everybody else. That God wanted for me just like he wanted for everybody else. Oh, I know we cheer for one another, but guess what? Your season of cheerleading is over. Put the pom-poms down and put the suit on. It's time to suit up and get in the game. You looking to win. You don't win as a cheerleader. You don't win as a participator. And as a spectator, you got to get in the game. Bible says that she came in behind the press and touched his garment. Now, she was willing to break the rules, but she still didn't want to contaminate Jesus. She broke the rules. The Bible says she got down low. Oh God, because you got to know that humble is the way. I stay low, so if I ever fall, I ain't got to fall for it. We high, so the fall is hard. But if you know that humble is the way. So if I fall, it's going to look like I just sat down in the inside. Because I stay low. Come on here, I grew up, the Bible says better be asked up than down. Don't think of yourself higher than you ought to. I grew up, I say, whatever you do, I don't care how great you get, don't ever believe your own press report. Because people will pump you up and then dog you out. So you got to be careful in this hour. But she made a decision. Some of y'all don't realize you one decision away from your breakthrough. You one decision away. You were waiting on somebody, but you got to make a decision that this is personal. I got to make a decision that nobody know what I've been through. Nobody know the dream that I had. Nobody was there when God gave me the vision. Nobody was there when God gave me the plan. This one right here is personal, so I've got to do what I've never done to get what I never had. And so she went down low behind the press. Always going to be a crowd. Always going to be a pressing issue. Always going to be something that I have to be worried about. But I've learned how to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Hallelujah. So while everybody's up high, I go low. And she makes up her mind. She says, if I could just touch the hem of his garment, because I don't want to touch him, because I don't want to contaminate him. She don't even know she ain't got enough power to contaminate him. She said, but if I could just touch the hem of his garment, because back in those days, every Jewish child used to wear a tunic, and at the bottom of the tunic was a blue tassel that hung. Blue, the color of angelic visitation. The tassel was a reminder that we were in covenant. The tassel reminded us that we was in relationship. It was a friendly reminder that you owe me something. It was a friendly reminder that there was a promise hovering over my life. It was a friendly reminder of the anointing that rested upon me. And so she reached for the clothes. She said, I ain't got to touch him if I can just touch what's touching him. If I can just make contact. This touch was a divine connection. Because when you touch him, he'll touch you back. There's no way we can touch God and be the same. That's why I'm scared about this generation who say they have an encounter with God, but they go back to their mess. You can't. You can have a real encounter with God and go back to lying and cussing. You can have a real encounter with God and go back to the hotel and the motel. You can have a real encounter with God and be comfortable in your mess. Good. The Bible says that she touched the garment, and there was a great exchange. Because see, strength is physical, virtue is spiritual. Oh God, she touched him, and immediately something happened. For she said, if I could just touch the hem of his garment, I would be made whole. And then the Bible says, straightway. That means immediately. That means suddenly, out of nowhere, the fountain of her blood dried up. I'm telling you, there's a straightway anointing. There's an immediate anointing of results and release that's getting ready to happen over your life when you touch him this time. Said it dried up, and she felt within herself. Oh God, she felt within herself that something had happened. She felt in herself that, I think I've been healed. It feels different. I can sense something. But isn't it amazing that she did that? And now mind you, there's this crowd. But Jesus immediately, when she touched him, it caused him to turn around and say, who touched me? Who did? Who did that? And you got to be careful of who surrounds you this season. Because his disciples say, are you kidding me? All these people out here, you talking about who touched you? But see, you have to be careful of being so close that when your leader's been touched in a different way, you don't even know. Because sometimes we so close, we get too common. I shifted and you didn't shift with me because you didn't think. God didn't elevate me, but you didn't get the elevation. I shouldn't have to text you. Heaven should have. You should have known that there was a shift that took place. You say, who touched me? Say, all these people, what you talking about? I said, no, but I ain't talking about who touched me. I said, who touched me? Everybody got their hands on me, but somebody touched me. Somebody touched me with a divine touch. Somebody touched me like they wanted something. Everybody calling me, but this call was different. Everybody had their hands on me, but this was one that said, Lord, don't pass me by. This touch caused something to be released from me. So you got to know this touch was so divine. She reached out, and heaven responded. She reached out, and heaven responded. And so there was this great exchange. He says, where's she at?
Who did that? And she's scared to death because she knows she done broke the rules. Who rules she broke? Your rules. Because some of us so busy trying to play by the rules of others instead of getting what we need. I tell the story all the time of these two runners that were running, and they were running a little marathon, and along every mile they would have a rest stop where you could get some water, you could get Gatorade and all this kind of stuff. And so they're running, and they go to the stop and they pick up Gatorade and you drink it while you're running, and all of a sudden, Apostle, there's this sign and it said free bagels. Sitting on the table. Say free bagels. And they like, oh my God, thank you Lord, we're so hungry. And so the friend looks, he says, but look at the line, man. We're going to lose the race. Look at the line is so long, we don't have time to get a bagel. He said, but man, aren't you hungry? I want a bagel. He said, but look at the line, we don't have time. Yeah, but I want a bagel, man. You don't want the bagel? He said, no, man, look at the line. So the man, so his friend walks up, they run and he walks up, he skip everybody in the line and he take a bagel off the table. And his friend say, you done lost your mind. Now we're finna run for our life. You people gonna chase us. and the friend looked at him, he said, did you read the sign? It said free bagels. It never said get in line. Some of y'all in line and you ain't even supposed to be in line. God said, I gave you something and you so silly. You listen to folks that say make a line. Get behind her. No, the sign said free bagels. The sign said free anointing. The sign said a free business. If you want it, you can get it. You in line and there is no line. How bad do you want it? I'll break the rules. Give me my bagel. Forget that line. Give me my joy. It's mine. Forget the line. I'm not next in line for a miracle. The miracle is in my mouth. I don't have to wait till the battle is over. I can shout right now. While you're waiting, go get it. You can have it. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as an eagle. They shall run and not be weary. I'm running, trying to make 100, 'cause 99 and a half just won't do. Lord, I'm running, trying to make 100. Get out of that line. Sometimes you got to break the rules. I'm not even saying excuse me, I'm just going to get what belongs. Oh God. Somebody say I'm going to get it. Excuse me, I'm going to get it. I've been in line too long. I've been waiting patiently too long. But I done made up in my mind. I'm going to get what's mine. I'm going to get my portion. I'm going to get my wealth. I'm going to get my place. I'm going to get my position. Give me my house. Give me my car. Give me my joy. Give me my peace. Give me my ministry. Give me my assignment. I'm going where God told me I can go. I'm on my way. I got to go get it. That just helped somebody right there. Say get in line. But we've been so conditioned to wait on. We've been so conditioned that we got to wait for. The only thing the Bible tells me to wait on is the Lord. Everything else I can go get. No coach shot. Oh God, somebody declare the wait is over. Oh, I got to get out of here. And he took, oh Lord, and he looked around about to see her who had done this thing. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what had been done in her, she came and she fell down at his feet and told him the truth. So guess what? So I came down low, and before you know it, I'm up high. I came down behind the press, but I got elevation in my presence. In my presence, God elevated me, because what was hid is not revealed. Now I got to come out of hiding and testify about what was happening. I'm trying to tell y'all, some of y'all have reached for God privately, but He's getting ready to show up publicly. have made great sacrifices in private. And God said, because you did, I'm going to reward you openly.
Yes, God.
Some of you have been stretching and reaching and still smiling. Stretching and reaching and still going. Stretching and reaching and still moving. And God said, because you didn't quit, I'm going to reward you openly. But then here's the reality. I'm coming to a close. And he said unto her, daughter, you call me a servant woman, he called me daughter. Come on! Come on! Wow. Some folk will count you out. Just because I got an issue don't mean I'm not a daughter. Just because I got a problem don't mean I'm not here. Just because I got trouble don't mean I don't belong to him. He said, daughter, that faith, you took a leap, and when you couldn't, I sprung you forward. You took a leap of faith, and because you did, I'm going to give you double for your trouble. You came to be healed, but I'm going to make you whole. You don't have to testify. I'm going to testify for you. That's why I said, come here, because I need them to see it was done in you, but I need them to know it was done for you. And so here's Jesus. He clears his throat. I know she was isolated. I know y'all talked about her, but I come to testify on her behalf. She's good. She's good. Many of the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord shall deliver out of them all. I came to testify. She's good. She's good. She was sick, but she's good. She was isolated, but she's good. You talked about me, but she's good. They laughed at me, but she's good. She's not just healed, but she's whole. But wait a minute. This story was in a story. There was a man named Jairus who came first to see Jesus. But Jesus said, there's a divine interruption. You got to see something before I go to your house. Jairus, this whole time, had been waiting patiently. He was frustrated. He was aggravated. Because while he was dealing with her, things were dying in his life. Wait a minute. I came first. Come to my house. But Jesus said, I need you to see this testimony of what I'm going to do in her life. You so good that God is about to let you be somebody's testimony. They're going to put him on pause until he make you better. Somebody's watching how you handle your issue, your storm, your test, your problem, your disease. Somebody's watching so that faith can go up higher. Somebody's watching so they can believe for God to do it in their life. Jairus heals. Jesus say, she's good. And guess what? The anointing of good ran to Jairus. She's good. He's good. He's good. She's good. And because he did it for her, I know he'll do it for me. She's good. He's good. She's good. He's good. She's good. He's good. She's good. Yeah! I find your neighbor and say she's good. You don't have to worry about me no more. He's good.
giant that's wrestling to wake up on the inside of you. But there's a settling that's coming to your spirit. I see the angel of the Lord getting you out of line. Because the way that God promised you, that you saw even from a little girl, the Lord says to tell you it's still going to happen. There's an anointing that's hovering over your life. The Lord says, tell her that here comes a peace that surpasses your own understanding. And the days are coming. I said, what you've been waiting on is now waiting on you. The Holy Ghost says to tell you the dream again. There's a sweet anointing that rests from you. Can I see your hands? And the virtue of God covers you from the crown of your head and the soles of your very feet. And I stand in the stand of the Lord Jesus Christ, and I said, she's good. The Holy Ghost said,